We're going to take you back over to Capitol Hill. That's the ranking member of the House Ethics Committee. That's Democrat Susan Wild of Pennsylvania. She's making a statement. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Committee, and it was not my intention to make any comment. I walked out of this committee without making one and walked back to my office, but it has since come to my attention that, in fact, we had agreed that we were not going to discuss what had transpired at the meeting, but it has come to my attention that the chairman has since betrayed the process by disclosing our deliberations within moments after walking out of the committee, and he has implied that there was an agreement of the committee not to disclose the report. That is an untrue, to the extent that that suggests that the committee was in agreement or that we had a consensus on that, that is inaccurate. And I will say that a vote was taken. As many of you know, this committee is evenly divided between Democrats and Republicans, 5 Dems, 5 Republicans, which means that in order to affirmatively move something forward, somebody has to cross party lines and vote with the other side, which happens a lot, by the way, and we often vote unanimously. That did not happen in today's vote, and I do not want the American public or anyone else to think that Mr. Guest's characterization of what transpired today would be some sort of indication that the committee had unanimity or consensus on this issue, not to release the report. That would be an inaccurate portrayal, and nobody should take that from what they have heard so far. There was no consensus on this issue. We did agree that we would reconvene as a committee on December 5th to further consider this matter. And this statement that I have just made is on behalf of all of the Democratic members of the Ethics Committee. Thank you very much.
Did all the Democrats vote yes? Did all the Democrats vote to?
What happens between now and December 5th? Is there work that still has to be done on the report?
That was part of our discussions today, and I'm not going to get into our discussions because I don't believe that we should be disclosing anything that happens in that committee room, and I would not be even commenting to this extent, except that the chairman has essentially suggested that there was agreement of the members of the committee, which there most definitely was not.
The chairman also said that the report is not done. The chairman also said the report is not done. Is the report done?
Is that accurate?
I haven't seen him say that. I haven't seen that statement, and I really don't care to comment on the status of the report, except to say that we were in a position to vote today.
Would you release the report even if the Republicans object?
All right, a very interesting statement from Democratic Congresswoman Susan Wild. She's the ranking member of the House Ethics Committee. She represents the Democrats, and she said that that statement represented all of the Democratic members on the Ethics Committee. All of this is about the panel meeting today, about whether or not to release its report on the investigation into several allegations of misconduct by former Congressman Matt Gaetz, who's now being considered for the post of Attorney General by the president-elect. The Congresswoman said that the chairman, Michael Guest, that is the Republican chairman from Mississippi, that he implied that there was an agreement to not disclose the report. Wild said that's incorrect. His characterization is inaccurate. She said that the only agreement that it sounded like they had was not to discuss what transpired in the meeting. It was clear that she felt like the ranking member, Congressman Guest's comments to the media was a violation of the agreement that all the committee members made, and implied that the disagreement was pretty well split by party, Republicans and Democrats, though she would not go into specific details about the status of the report at this point, and who voted and the breakdown of those votes, whether for or against. But she said that they often vote unanimously in this committee, and she did not want the American people to believe that there was a unanimous decision in this case not to release this report. She says that they have an agreement to have another meeting on December 5th.